Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say thank you, God, for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I got a very special center build in store for y'all. The Playmaking 5, and we're going to be able to get slashing takeover. With this build, we also get pro contact dunks. And then I'm telling y'all, we have the potential of a 99 plus driving dunk, layup, ball handle, and pass accuracy, with our steal, block, and defensive rebound being into the high 90s. Now I'm telling y'all, this build really reminds me of the two-way point center and also a point center build. The Playmaking 5 is definitely going to be even better with the sharpshooting takeover with the slashing. So look, before we get any further into today's video, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button and went ahead and commented down TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today. And I most definitely will be hitting y'all back with the response. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. So we're going to get started today by putting it under the center position. Now everything that's taken into account from the attributes, the body settings, are very specific to get this build name. Now today, we're going to go ahead and put this all the way to 6'8". Now again, if you want to make any adjustments along the way, you can do it to your own liking and preference. Now when it comes down to the weight, I'm going to go with 215. And then for the wingspan, I'm going to put this all the way to 7'6". But from here, let's get into the breakdown of the physicals. So for my speed, I went 80, 77 acceleration, 76 strength, 80 vertical, with a 90 stamina. Now adding a +4 from Gym Rat or the Gatorade boost makes a huge difference. But from here, let's get into the breakdown of the shooting. Now for the mid-range and the three-pointer, I went 79, 78 for the free throw, and that's going to allow us to play any 5v5 game mode. Now for the badges, we get Amp, Mini Magician, Space Creator. Then we're also able to get Volume Shooter as well for Tier 1. Now for Tier 2, we get Agent 3, Green Machine on Silver with Corner Specialist. And then for Tier 3, I like the fact that we get Limitless Range, at least on Bronze. Now from here, I'm going to move it into the defensive end. And I'm telling y'all, if you want to make adjustments, do it after we create the build together. Now for the interior defense, I went 71, 79 for the perimeter, 85 steal, 87 block, 69 offensive rebound, with an 85 defensive. Now 24 badges is not bad. We get gold box out beast, also get bronze post lockdown. I like menace as well as workhorse. And then for tier 2, we get gold chase down artist, silver interceptor, pogo stick, and glove. And then for tier 3, we get clamps on bronze, and then silver anchor, challenger, and rebound chaser. Now this is going to wrap it up for these two areas of this build. Let's go ahead and move on to the playmaking. Now for the pass accuracy, we went 80, 89 ball handle with a 74 speed with ball. Now we get 21 badges, and as you can see, look, ankle breaker on Hall of Fame with also quick first step. Then we're able to get hyperdrive, bailout on silver, killer combos, clamp breaker, unpluckable, and we're able to maintain silver handles for days. Now overall, I think the finishing is really going to wrap this build up perfectly. Now remember, I did say we do get the slashing takeover, and as you can see, we get 14 badges, 67 close shot, 80 driving layup, 86 driving dunk, with a 41 standing dunk. Now this is what we're going to look like for this area, and as you can see, we get Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame, Pro Touch, and then look, back down Punisher. I even like the fact that we do get Silver Fearless Finisher. Now when it comes down to tier 3, Bully on Bronze, Gold Limitless Takeoff, Silver Posterizer, and Slithery. Now if you add up all the badges that you get from each season, as well as from my career, you have the potential of 6 extra badges, but if you only have the 4 for my career, we have a total of 82 badges. Now you have everything on this build, like I said earlier, the contact dunks on the inside, you're still able to shoot, the defense and the playmaking really go hand in hand, especially with Hall of Fame quick first step, and then for the physicals, there is not one single area that has a weakness. Now for the badges of the takeovers, as you can see, we get the slashing, shot creating, also get the sharpshooting, and then finally, we get the playmaking. Now with all this taken into consideration, we have the potential of a 99 driving dunk, driving layup, as well as our ball handle and pass accuracy. So for the first takeover, I'm going to go ahead and say, I think finishing moves or advanced gathers would be best. Now for the offensive end, I would definitely go ahead and pick limitless range. But overall, I think if you want to get the most out of the playmaking, even one of these would be very unique. Now I'm going to go with limitless range, but again, it all comes down to your own preference and play style. Now let's go ahead and check out the build to make sure that we made it correctly together. You get Pascal Siakam, Chris Bosh, and Anthony Davis comparisons, and together we have created the rare Catfish Playmaking 5 with slashing takeover. Now with everything that we talked about today, I'm telling y'all, this is definitely one of the better dribbling builds at the center position. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual badges. Now keep in mind that every single badge layout is solely based off of my own preference and playstyle. Now for the finishing on tier 1, I went with Back Down Punisher and Rise Up as my bronze badges. Then also for my Hall of Fame, Pro Touch and Giant Slayer. Now for tier 2, you can pretty much go ahead and put your core badge to any area of this build. So for example, I'm going to go with Fearless Finisher. And then when it comes down to the next 4 badges, it all comes down to your own preference. But I'm going to go ahead and put on Fast Twitch paired up with Acrobat. Now you can go ahead and put on any badge of your choosing. And remember, if you add the extra 4 badges, you have the potential of Bully, Limitless Takeoff, Posterizer, or even Slithery. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. So as you can see for tier 1, Gold Amped and Space Creator, Silver Slippery Off Ball with Hall of Fame Volume Shooter. Now for tier 2, I like Silver Green Machine paired up with Agent 3 on Bronze. And then for my core badge, I'm going to go ahead and put it on tier 3 for Limitless Range on Bronze as well. Now this is going to wrap it up for the shooting, but we still definitely have everything and more that we need in order to be a threat. Now for the playmaking, I went with Break Starter on Silver, Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker with Gold Hyperdrive. Now when it comes down to tier 2, I like Quick First Step on Hall of Fame, and then when it comes down to tier 3, Killer Combos on Gold as the core badge with Silver Handles for days. Now if you want to make any changes, do it before we finally finish this build through. But for the defensive end, I get Gold Box Out Beast, Bronze Post Lockdown and Workhorse. Now for tier 2, Gold Chase Down Artist, Silver Glove and Interceptor, and then for tier 3, Silver Anchor and Rebound Chaser as my core badge. Now this is pretty much what the build is going to be looking like if you would make any adjustments. Let me know in the comments what would you change about this build, but if you genuinely enjoyed, I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button. But if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And don't forget to comment down TG for Thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today. But again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for the support. And with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.